Четвертый, точно.
There should be 2 telescopes installed there. I see them.
You can see in this view the that long crane that is right next to Prokopiev. That is one of the 2 telescoping Strela booms. Again, Strela, the Russian word for arrow, operated from a so-called operator's post at its base. This crane can be extended to its full length of 49 feet and can be used to maneuver crew members back and forth to various work sites on the Russian segment of the station. In this case today, it will be Kononenko who will install foot restraints on that crane, and then will be maneuvered, swung over basically, first to the Zarya module, the first component ever launched to the International Space Station. He will disembark from the first of these 2 Strela cranes, then will mount himself on the second crane to be swung over into the worksite area at the Soyuz MS-09 that is mated to the Rassvet module on the Earth-facing side of the International Space Station's Russian segment.
No, that's fine. Do you see the grapple fixture?
And a good view of Oleg Kononenko now in the 4th spacewalk of his career.
Again, Oleg, I'm trying to figure out where you are. All right, just as a reference point, I have progress underneath me. I'm using circumferential handrails towards the FGB, around SMF antenna, if that makes any difference. Okay, I got it. I'm with you now. Are you going to be anywhere near EV2 hatch soon? I sure hope so. Okay. We could have taken a shorter translation path, but that's fine. It's a mute point right now. I'm sorry. Say what? Nothing. Keep going, Oleg. This is EV2. I am at the transfer point between small and large SM diameter, and I'm going to tether myself to the gap spanners. Copy. And you're getting close to RMD, Universal Work Platform, on plane 4. And then you're going to translate on, as we agreed, towards SMF. Sure. Do you want me to arrive from plane 3 or plane 1 side? Plane 3. Copy. Then I need to go down a little. Concur.
Так. Так, я в районе УРМД.
This is CV2. I'm in the vicinity of URMD.
Good close-up view of Oleg Kononenko. He will be the one with the cutting tools at the habitation module of the Soyuz MS-09 later today. as he will cut a small piece of insulation away from the habitation module near a series of insignias that are sewn onto the fabric of the insulation of the upper portion of the Soyuz MS-09. Now our first view of the helmet camera of Sergei Prokopyev, designated by the number 20 that you'll see in a ghost-like figure at the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Kononenko again will be using cutting tools to cut away a small piece of insulation and then a small piece of the micrometeoroid orbital debris shield, the MMOD shield, underneath to expose the hull of the habitation module that will be correspondent to the area inside the habitation module where the hole was detected back on August 29th, traced to the leak and a reduction in pressure inside that Soyuz spacecraft and the International Space Station. That hole was quickly patched up by Prokopyev and Alexander Gerst using epoxy sealant material, some of which is expected to be seen that would have extruded through the hole and be visible in the outside hull. It will be Kononenko taking video through a GoPro camera as well as digital still imagery of that material, and will use swabs to collect small samples of that material to be placed in a sealant container and brought back to Earth for analysis by Russian engineers on the ground.
But we still have a good visual on you from the external cameras. Excellent. I'm securing my large small red to the foot restraint. This is Sergey.
Его добавляй, а принесешь еще и вот на этом мягком, который закрепишь за свой короткий.
Да, принято.
Copy, and use a gap spanner as another tether point. Understand and work.
Надо до упора.
Да, принял. Сначала расфиксирую якорь, а потом перецеплю мягкий поручень.
Right, and I'm going to unlock the foot restraint first, and then I'm going to retether to the gap spanners. Agreed.
Раскручиваю. Винтовой держатель. Так, раз, фиксировал.
And doing the threaded lock, the foot restraint is released.
Лейра.
Сереж, не спеши. Да, вышел?
Да. Почти вышел.
Принято.
Половину.
Sergey, take your time.
Надо ровно красиво его, там достаточно маленький зазор в диаметре. Поэтому пойти желательно.
Is the lock completely out? Almost. Copy. Keep holding it in place.
Фиксирован мягкими переменной длины фал.
I understand. And it's actually secured by two tethers.
А второй закрепи там за...
Which one should I take with me? The one that's tethered to the base. You can actually grab any one of those two. Copy.
Олег.
Да. Подхожу.
Oleg, yes, I'm getting close to the grapple fixture. I see that.
Закрепляешь укладку, и одновременно
Secure
изолирующий контейнер с крылом.
the bundle to the
Его закрепляешь на кольце.
to one of the tethers. And the equipment tether needs to be also secured to the transportation ring on the Strela. Copy. And actually, we might go LOS on this event for about 3 to 4 minutes.
Хорошо, принято.
Copy.
"31 minutes into today's spacewalk, a good view of the two cosmonauts, Oleg Kononenko and Sergei Prokopyev, who began the 213th spacewalk in the history of station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades at 9:59 a.m. Central Time. The station currently flying from southwest to northeast over the Pacific Ocean, just to the east of New Zealand. The two cosmonauts, once again, are gathering tools, configuring all of their equipment that they will use in the extension of the Strela boom. They're right by that boom as you see it, one of two such space cranes that will be used to swing Kononenko over to the work site, where he will perform the cutting of thermal insulation and a portion of a debris shield on the Soyuz MS-09, the upper section of that called the habitation or orbital module, where they will inspect the external hull correspondent to the area inside that Soyuz, where a hole was detected back on August 29th that was associated and traced to a decrease in pressure inside the space station. We've now lost our video signal for a few minutes from the tracking and data relay satellite system. We'll be regaining that signal just a few minutes from now. Again, a view of the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov, where the Russian flight controllers are orchestrating today's spacewalk and watching over the shoulders of Kononenko and Prokopyev as they conduct their work. Inside the International Space Station, while Prokopyev and Kononenko are going about their business outside today, are the other 4 crew members of the Expedition 57 crew. Station Commander Alexander Gerst, who will hand over command of the station a week from today, actually, to Oleg Kononenko, and Serena Anand Chancellor are working on a variety of maintenance tasks and other work associated with the unloading of cargo from the recently arrived SpaceX Dragon cargo ship that is bolted onto place on the Earth-facing side of the Harmony module of the International Space Station. The newly arrived NASA flight engineer Anne McLean and the Canadian Space Agency flight engineer David St. Jacques are conducting orientation work, brand new to the station, as they familiarize themselves with station systems that they'll be working and operating on over the next 6.5 months.
Ребят, связь есть, если что, вызывайте.
The comm is back. We just had a brief handover, so we can continue talking.
GoPro пока не включать.
So do you want me to deactivate GoPro? Yes, we don't need it right now. Copy.